Look at you now, boy. Look at you now. Before the Bell podcast, slamming all comers. Bloodlines, crime time, real bathwater. The boys' mind burns a CT. On your way to the count, 1, 2, 3. For the Bell podcast. Before the Bell podcast. Bell ringers.
Ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. You are watching the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. What is that? Before the Bell. Who am I? Main Event CT, aka the quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, it is such a pleasure and an honor to be able to speak to you right now. Those of you guys who are watching live, thank you. If you're watching a premiere of this, thank you as well. If you are ready, I want to tell you something right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Chats are open. We are going to say some amazing things for our Super Chatters. We'll appreciate every bell ringer. Doesn't matter if you're giving money or not, but if you do, we definitely appreciate you because the show is paid for by viewers like you, and we overextended ourselves WrestleMania weekend. So all Super Chats are welcome and appreciated and begged for. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, to my left, this is my guy. It's the right-hand man. This is the Dark Attack. This is the Shirt Goat. This is Chris Burns.
See, I think last time
Yeah.
the problem was
Mhm.
I didn't get it going.
You didn't.
Before you said something,
Right.
and it made me mess it up. But
Let's
I got
go.
it this time.
Let's hear it.
Burns, 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 burns it down.
I was waiting for that.
Come on.
I was like, how's he going to end?
What's up, baby? I'm ready. I'm pumped.
I was so ready. I was like, what is he going to do to end it? You
Do
did it
you
right.
know how much caffeine I had at work so that I could leave early and be able to do this show? Holy hell. I am jacked up today, baby. You about to
I love
see Monster Sports shaking the ropes energy.
Ultimate Warrior
Let's
style.
get it. Oh,
What's all right. What up, though, yeah? You good?
oh wait, the Joker's gangbanging out there.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Represent Hit Row,
Oh,
Marshanti the Mamonis.
Marshanti Marmanis?
Marshanti the Mamonis. Come on.
The Amonis. Okay.
You know, we keeping it G. We keeping it sexy, you know. Shout out to my black queen, Kim Gilmore. She
Oh,
laid the challenge down, you know what I mean? She was like, hey, Marty, like, I know you had like Booker T and Devon and R-Truth and all
she
these
never
other-
said that.
but you know, in her mind, she was
Okay.
saying, you
Yep.
feel me?
yeah.
She was like, hey, when you gonna do one for us? I said, hey, I've been doing it for y'all. I've been holding it down, but you know what? The month of May, it's real Black History Month.
Man,
Yeah.
let me tell you, man, off top, first of all, Burnham James. What I will say right now,
Wait, what?
Burnham James, if you spoke like this on a regular basis, you would not only have a black girlfriend, she would be dark skinned. I promise you that. Woo, boy, that's smooth.
He went into his bag.
He
because
did.
I don't have mannerisms
No.
of Ashante the Adonis to compare this to.
No.
I couldn't tell you if this is a good impression or if it's not.
That's a good point. I
Yeah.
think I'm more so just in awe of the voice and the character choice.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Ashanti the Adonis.
Surely.
Did he get Future Endeavor?
Nah, he's
Nah,
still,
he's still there somehow.
NXT, man.
Wow, he's
Yeah.
still there somehow.
You know, a couple of our WrestleMania cohorts, we were having a conversation about
Yeah.
Martin and how Martin is wonderful.
Yes.
Because it's like there's the nerdy dudes, you know what I mean, who don't get no chicks, and then there's the dude who does.
Yeah.
Martin can exist in both worlds
Absolutely.
flawlessly.
Oh,
And that's like an interesting skill set. You know
teach
what I
a
mean?
class.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Flawlessly.
You would think the way he carries himself,
Yeah.
the box would not be received.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So much box has been received. You want to call him Amazon.
It is one of those things where he messes up.
Yeah.
The only time he messes up is when he tries to bring a person from one world
Yes.
into the other.
Touche.
And we're like, don't bring this person over into this world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You guys know I'm here, right?
yeah.
I can hear all this.
yeah.
I have so many follow. Who was having this conversation and why?
That's a good question.
Some people that we was at WrestleMania with.
Kept it vague.
yeah.
Because he had already said that part.
Yeah.
He gave me
Vague.
the information I already knew.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you maybe didn't hear me or something.
No,
I'll tell
I
you what.
definitely heard it.
I wasn't part of it. Just so you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
you know.
I could tell.
Yeah.
So that leaves 3 people. One with a bad stutter, he can sit it out. The other one likes other men, so he can sit it out.
Oh,
whatever.
wow. Go to the comments, Mark. So,
Talking about baby girl.
man. Not touching it. Not touching it.
Boy, having a conniption.
Phoenix Robinson Wesley, $10. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Says respect. Respect to you.
Respect. Come on.
Thank you for that, fam. Super chats, please keep them coming. Kim Gilmore, $50.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Woo! You know what, Unc? Bra effing vo. My only gripe, I swear my only one, Ashanti is a bona fide milkman on NXT.
That's facts. That's facts. You can't escape the allegations even when
can't.
you are actively trying to.
Actively
Hey,
trying.
That's crazy.
I ain't even worried about it. What I do with my stuff is what I do with my stuff. Y'all worry about your own, you feel me?
Sure. Does he act
yeah.
this way? I really want to go back
Go
and
watch.
watch.
If you watch his NXT, you'll see.
Okay, all right, bet.
Smooth. you know?
Okay. You know?
Because
All
I
right.
mean, that's kind of his gimmick. He's just like a dude.
Oh,
Right?
yeah?
It's because
Just
he's a
a
dude.
dude.
That's kind of my issue with a lot of black wrestlers.
Uh-huh.
Their gimmick is that they're black dudes.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. And it's like, that's not a gimmick.
No, I prefer my wrestlers to be like, if you black, like for example, Booker T had a gimmick inside of him being black.
Certainly.
Like it was like, oh man, I look at him and I see a black guy,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like, hey, let me tell you this. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Whereas you saw John Cena came in,
right.
You know.
Super vanilla.
Domingo Trip $9.99.
Hey, Marty sounds like Diddy bed the charges. He should have been Marty the Milk Donis. Wow.
Hey, that's
Crazy.
actually fire.
No.
Marty the Milk Donis? Man, you can't write that. That's beautiful. Thank
You
you.
just wrote it.
Trip.
What do you mean you can't write that?
Beautiful day. $10. Go ahead, Marty.
Says, I'm late, but I'm here. I very much enjoyed Raw last night. What y'all think? And are y'all watching NXT tonight?
We got first of all, go to that next one. I'm gonna answer that question right there
Of
for
course
you.
we gonna talk to Rob.
Daniel Jones, $9.99.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Burns.
What up, Bell Ringer? Fam, Unc Martin, of all people to pick, you pick a milkman. You ain't beating allegations. We've been over this. That's right.
Okay,
He's not
for
beating them.
starters, Devon Dudley got a white wife. R-Truth got a white wife. Moose got a white wife. What milkman don't wrestle? What you want from me now?
It's true.
Well, you know.
You know, of all people who you would think would be like the king milker, as it were,
Jesus.
Ricochet. You know
Black
what I
wife.
mean? Black
Well, they're
wife.
both biracial, so it's half
but
and
still,
half.
it makes one whole.
Why do you know so many stats about
Yeah.
people's interracial and not interracial relationships?
Because of what you guys do to me every week.
Man.
What half is Samantha? What's the other half?
Black and white.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a good
wow.
blend.
It's the upper
That's
half.
a
That's white. Because
good
that
blend.
bottom half, boy, I'm telling you. Yeah, we know what we know what section of the store that was purchased at. You know what I mean? Wait, which aisle is the motherland? Okay.
Monday Night Raw, man.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw happened.
Bought the shirt at Mervin's. Bought the pants at
Mervin's?
Baby Gap.
Mervin's. That's such a great reference.
Yeah.
Hot take, man. Hot take.
Yeah.
Cena's not a good heel.
Oh no,
Oh.
I disagree entirely.
Let me get it out.
Yeah.
Cena hasn't done anything heel-ish. This entire character of him being a heel has just been his feelings being hurt. He has not done no run-ins. He ain't interrupted no matches. He's saying he's going to ruin wrestling, but he hasn't done anything to contribute to that theory out of his storyline. If I'm Cena and I'm now the champion and I'm saying I'm going to ruin wrestling, I'm interrupting some of the biggest matches on Raw and SmackDown. I'm going to do a promo in the middle of a match where it's backstage, where it's like, you're like, 1, 2, and the camera cuts to backstage and he's like, so, you know one of my favorite foods is grilled salmon. I like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you guys busy? And then go right back to the match, and everybody's like, "What was that?" Like, really lean into being a heel.
I think he has. I think he's the victim of circumstance in this situation. His turn wasn't even supposed to happen when it happened. His whole reasoning for turning got changed last minute. And he stuck with a motivation that doesn't really make any sense, as we dissected last week.
Yes.
So I think what he's chosen to do is to just be almost like a cartoon villain. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's so tongue-in-cheek, you have to just roll with it. Because every week they're cheering him, and he just says something stupid like, I knew you were going to do that. Or when Randy Orton's like, you need to have kids. Like, how dare you? It's like, it's so over the top, and it's kind of silly. So I think he's just having fun. He's like, also, he knows that the fans know that it's the last run, and when he leaves, he's going to be a babyface. He's definitely going to be a babyface.
Yeah, way out. But it's like, looking at, when I see Cena doing this, my thoughts is like, he's still a humble star. He has not bragged at all. Like a heel brags. Yeah, and I'm better than Ric Flair. I just said all of these things as a heel.
Well, I mean, he did say, essentially, he buried mediocrity. Like, if you had a favorite who lost to Cena in the last 25 years, he has stated they lost because they deserved to lose. I think that alone is already a way of doing that. And I think his way of ruining wrestling isn't so much like he has to interrupt matches or segments or whatever. First off, he told you, when you see me appear, that counts as an appearance, and then I'm done, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to waste those. Secondly, I think on top of that, his way of ruining wrestling is essentially wrestling the style of wrestling that was terrible, right? That 2010 to 2015 was some of the most trash-ass wrestling in the history of professional wrestling, and so many people contributed that to Cena, and that's what makes him a villain, because he hasn't changed.
That they need to lean into more. Like we talked about before, like the Mick Foley and ECW thing, when he's like, I'm just going to do headlocks, you know what I mean, and chain wrestling. I'm not doing nothing hardcore.
Yeah.
And it made the fans boo him. That part I agree he can lean into more. But he does make the ring announcer redo his intro and little stuff like that. Like, he's an asshole.
He's trying to do something. Speaking of Raw, let's talk about something. What did I say? Speaking of Raw, women are all right. Anyway,
yeah. Wow, that's your mind, Mark.
Yeah, what's going on with your boy, man?
I don't even know this dude.
With your boy?
I met this dude through you, man. I don't even know.
No, you did.
You brought me here.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
So this is what I'm gonna say about Raw, man. It's too many ads. It's too many ads on the map, bro. It's too many advertisements. It's so cluttered, I can barely remember. Oh yeah, the match is going on. SmackDown's ring is not like that.
It's bread, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing, when it comes to money, there's not a thing you can do about it. It's just like the cuts that just happened. That's gonna happen after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you may think.
Let's talk about the cuts, bro.
Okay.
I'm still shocked.
We're going there now.
Why not, bro?
Right. Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to talk about this on air. We talked about this in a group chat.
Yeah.
Because
But
I
we always
think
did a
What
bit of-
happened after the episode?
Yeah, the issue is you can't say we had a record profit-making year, all this, and then have all these ads and all this stuff. That's I don't mind the ads because it's like there's so many now. Versus when it was just a Prime logo, that bothered me. But when it's just a bunch of them, I don't care that much, right? But when you do that, of like, we're making all this money, we've had a record-breaking gate at WrestleMania, et cetera, $40,000 seats. That could have been my paycheck right there.
Yeah.
Like, hire me. I would have taken $40,000.
Just the one time, or you want that for the year?
No, I want not for the. Actually, in hindsight,
Yeah, that's not.
that was a bad
You
deal.
barely survive.
But it comes down. But look, it's capitalism,
You
bro.
just talking. Give me that 40, man. I'd be happy.
I'd be happy. Like,
Travel included?
Yeah. What you mean? So you don't eat when you
You
eat
don't-
the venue? You just
Man,
They got catering. I'll just
yeah.
make it a to-go plate.
yo, that would be my go-to. If I'm a wrestler and I'm stuck in catering,
Yeah.
oh man, I'm getting to-go plates. I'm straight, bro.
Yeah.
A match.
To-go
I
plates is
just
hilarious.
ate. I didn't think y'all was going
I was say,
book me to
Mark would
do
be
a
traveling like Mick Foley with a plastic bag
Oh,
in his wrestling attire that he wore that night.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
It's
Mick.
barbecue day, baby.
Have you heard that Kevin Nash story where he's like, no, it's Triple H, where he came backstage, took off his shirt, rang it out, put it right back
Oh,
on,
God.
and then got on the airplane. It was like,
disgusting,
come on, bro.
That's nasty.
That's
You don't gotta say
disgusting.
it like that. That's insane.
Let's catch up with some of these chats, young Mark.
Yeah.
Want to thank everybody who's giving super chats, by the way. Y'all have no idea. John Solo Dolo, 85.
Montez Ford, ain't no milkman.
Facts. You know, I was thinking of it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you named one. Who's his partner's wife? All right, keep going.
Hey,
Dang.
yo.
Dang, bro.
All right, Domingo Trip with a $9.99 says, also, May 9th is a holiday. Happy early birthday. Main event CT.
Yeah.
Also, it was supposed to be before. I don't know. What? I
What was
guess
supposed to be before.
maybe in the different segment or something. I don't know.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah. Big time birthday here coming up.
Absolutely.
Oh, the primetime Nino with the $19.99. Thank you.
For the love. EJ Drummer 23 for $10.
Yeah, man.
First time catching y'all live. TC jacket is fire. Happy birthday and good luck with the special for the Darkitect. Burns. For Martin. Milky, the Uncadonis. The Uncadonis is brilliant. See, that's Milky is insane.
Yeah.
The Uncadonis, though.
Milky,
I love
the
that.
Uncadonis.
I love that.
Yo, man.
That's something you should just run with in life.
Yeah.
The Uncdonis?
No, we saw your body in them
Oh,
overalls.
Yo.
And if you know what I mean? Like that could just be your brand.
Yo.
Just I'm the Uncadonis.
Uncadonis.
Yeah.
We saw your body. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're shaped like a scallop, my boy.
Like a what?
You're shaped like a scallop.
Hey, man.
Of all the
It
things,
was like, oh, it was like,
a scallop.
yeah.
I don't even know what that looked like. A scallop?
That's, man, let me tell you something.
Is that a sea creature? What is that?
really
You
gonna
never had a
find out. He gonna show you.
Oh, God.
You never had a scallop?
Oh, my God. That?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, it's still.
Oh.
They're
Hey, man.
tasty.
What?
You can tell
Oh,
a girl
man.
like, hey, you like seafood? Come try some of the Uncadonis.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
This is bananas.
A scallop, bro.
This is just who you are outside of the office, huh? Just rude.
Keep going. Kim Gilmore, $20.
Hey. Happy birthday week to our guy, Main Event CT. May you enjoy this blissful trip around the world, man. You are loved around these parts. Absolutely.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so
Yes,
much.
sir.
I'm so grateful for
Oh,
that.
boy.
I'm so grateful to you guys, man. Legendary Yobi, $10.
Yes.
Bell ringers, peace, love, life, love y'all, Black Kings. Keep up the fantastic work always. You men are national treasures. Thank you for existing. P.S. If you ain't before the bell, Yo-ish is whack off top. That's a fact.
Let him know.
Thanks, Yobi, for the birthday wishes, man. I appreciate you, my boy.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I want to rattle through some of these releases and just get
Okay.
your
Yeah, please.
opinions on.
I would love to hear it.
Yeah.
All right. So off top, Braun Strowman.
That one angered me because this is the second time he's been released. He just came back.
Yeah.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean.
He was getting jobbed out, and I didn't like that.
But no, okay. So this was what I was going to say before.
Yeah.
It's capitalism, right?
Mhm.
It's not so much him, it's how much they're paying him for what they're using him for.
They said that the first time.
But that's still true.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
we keep saying it, the main event scene is heavy right
Yes.
now. Like, you know what I mean? They got so much to deal with. They have super active main event storylines happening right now. Cody is not currently wrestling.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, where do you fit Braun Strowman? And people might say, well, take him down to NXT. Not for the millions they paying him. You know what I
No.
mean? They don't make sense. They have to get the most they can out of him. And for that, it just the price ain't right.
But here's the thing. He fits. You always need a monster, bro. He fits in the main event picture.
But you got Jacob now. He's the monster.
But Jacob's still in the upper mid card. He will be in the main event
Braun
next
Strowman
year.
was also in the upper mid card.
Right.
He was only a main eventer out of circumstance.
Right. And with Breaker and Strowman and Gunther, it's like, you know what I mean? And
I
they
would've loved to
all those
seen-
dudes beat him up on a regular basis. You know
I
what
never
I'm
saw
saying?
Braun versus Braun. I would have loved to seen that.
Yeah. But he would have lost. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Big Show, unfortunately. Like,
Yeah.
he was there to be like, oh, this challenger, he's gonna lose. You know what I mean? He always did. The only time they ever like actually made him a beast was when Heyman was booking him in 2003.
Yeah, and that was too little too late by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And then he
they
was
were
just
putting him in
wearing
diapers.
pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
oh yeah, when Big Show 03 with like dress pants. and a
yeah,
tank
he was
top.
a world champion with just dress pants on.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
Insane. Yeah, I mean, so where do you guys see him landing? Because I don't see him going to AEW.
TNA for sure.
They can't. Can they afford Braun Strowman?
I mean, here's the thing: when you don't have a job,
Yeah. right.
respectfully, when you don't have a job, bro, you say, I could take this pay cut to make up for, you know what I mean?
Last time they tried to start their own promotion, you don't remember Own Your Narrative?
Control Your Narrative.
What is it?
It was EC3, Braun Strowman, and a few others like that.
CT3.
No. Wasn't no part of
CT3.
that.
Yeah, so I could see TNA. I don't think AEW makes any sense. For
It
them.
doesn't.
No, because they already. That's to your point about everyone needing a big man. AEW is terrible at booking big dudes.
Mm.
Right.
Like, there's no reason Powerhouse Hobbs should be the third man in a trio.
And everyone on the roster comes up mid-thigh to Strowman. It's like it would make no sense for him not to be the world champion all the time.
Mm.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But that also could be interesting if he goes there just to become the champion.
they don't got nobody there who could write that properly to be intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else?
Shayna Baszler.
That was not a shocker. I'm surprised that she stayed as long as she did because Shayna Baszler is amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
She'll be
And
back.
she was never given the respect she deserves, in my opinion.
No, I 100% agree. She should have won the Raw Women's title when Becky Lynch was pregnant.
Yes.
Yep.
That was a layup right there.
Yeah.
You had her biting people till they bled and eliminating everybody in the chamber. One of the longest reigning NXT Women's Champions of all time. Like, they gave so many layups to where she should have been. She was the only one to make Ronda Rousey tap out.
Yeah.
That alone should have set her to the moon. And then you put her in the tag team with Zoe Stark. You already. This my biggest qualm with this set of releases is they eviscerated the women's tag team division.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah, not that they ever really put emphasis on it. If it's one of the horsewomen always has to have it for them to care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it always goes that way.
And now the tag championships aren't even shown because Liv is off TV for a while.
Why did they take the belts off Becky and old girl if Liv was gonna leave?
Just for this match.
Yeah, insane.
It's ridiculous.
Somebody
drunk.
We got to get to Raw because but keep going through because
We'll go
I have so
right
much to
through
say
the
about
rest.
that too.
Dakota Kai, that one I thought.
That one unfortunately. She's a two-timer too.
Yeah. I think they could have done more with her. Especially
be
again,
great.
she was over.
She'll be great in AEW.
Oh yeah. She's definitely going over. Cora Jade. All right.
Did you see something that I didn't see?
I thought her and Roxanne worked well together. I think she was an effective heel.
Yeah.
I think that she could have had a better finishing move or something like that. But overall, I think she just didn't really have the chance to do so.
Her and CM Punk are friends. That's something.
She'll be back, I think.
Yeah.
I think her and Shayna will be back, honestly.
Yeah, she's only 24. She'll be fine.
But she's a baby. She'll be back.
I'd bump her to TNA in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Caden Carter and Katana Chance.
Here's the thing. Beyond not shocked. But I'm so not shocked because I started to see what was the one who's dating Damian Priest?
Caden Carter.
So Caden Carter, I start seeing. First of all, she had a great showing a couple of months ago before the Raw debut on Netflix. She had a great singles match building up for the IC Women's Championship tournament. But after that, it just seemed like she was more trying to get the love from these TikTok videos, trying to ride Damian Priest's popularity to be like, hey guys, what's up? And the company was like, nah,
pal.
We got to get you up out of here. Now, the other young lady, I think, because I knew her from American Ninja Warrior, she's great, never given a chance to really wrestle. She could have been what the Pixie Girl is on SmackDown.
Candice LeRae,
Yeah, she could have been a Candice LeRae on Raw, but I think because she was so paired up and never had a singles opportunity, the company just cut the bait.
Yeah, and I think that you need high flyers in a women's division. I think they serve that purpose well. I don't know how they would have done it individually, but I think as a team they worked.
The only high flyer we have is Io.
That's true, yeah.
Kyrie Zane has been gone off TV for like
she'll
5
be back
months.
soon, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Maybe to turn on Io.
Yeah.
It's time. She needs something because she's a great heel.
Yeah.
Before you continue, let's read some of these super chats. So we have something from the good brother Carlos. $10. What up, guys? Martin was looking like Huckleberry Finn last week. And happy early birthday, CT. Thank you guys so much for the birthday love, man. It's gonna be amazing.
The primetime Nino back in $9.99. Martin looks like he does taxes and sells parlays. All of the boys, the ability to pay to roast Martin is a blessing in and of itself.
That is true.
Lord
hey,
have mercy.
whatever gets it done, we appreciate it.
All right.
Man,
that doesn't hurt me at all.
Sales parlay.
What's that?
Corey Green?
Corey Green, yes, with the $10
Yeah,
says,
man.
what's up, bell ringers? Happy birthday, CT Burns. I need that shirt plug ASAP. Unc, you on your way. How do you sleep at night?
On my mattress. What do you say?
On a mattress from Mattress Firm.
Dude, love your work.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
You as
Juice
well,
Big
bro.
Below for $10.
Yeah, man.
Seth needs to take 5 to 10 business minutes to explain why him throwing it back and dropping it low on Braun was a good idea.
Braun was looking like,
Well,
hey,
sir, what are you
yo.
doing, right? Sir.
Yeah, that was
Hey,
awkward.
This partnership ain't finna last. Past too many more of these. That's crazy. I didn't sign up for that. You know what I mean?
It was awkward.
Hold on. I was trying to get some knowledge and some mentorship.
Yeah.
You got me at the freak off. That's crazy.
Seth Diddy.
Yeah, that's
Yo. Here's the thing. Braun is if Heyman wasn't involved, I would say Braun is too far along to be in this group because he's obviously the shiny quarter in this situation.
yeah.
And he's achieved a lot to go to be under someone.
But I thought they did a brilliant job showing why he is in the stable. When they had that
Yeah.
segment with him and Heyman explaining Seth's plan,
Mhm.
it was like, oh, that's what he's getting out of this. You know what I mean? Other than just because otherwise it's like, why doesn't he just kill Rollins immediately? You know what I mean? And then kill Jey Uso. Like
Yeah.
he's an unstoppable force. Like, you know what I mean? But
And Heyman, if you watch closely, Heyman is always strictly by Braun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's not really by Seth. He's like, he's coming out with Braun. He's telling him what to do. He's calming him down.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this turn is going to happen sooner than
oh
we
yeah,
thought.
bro. You headed towards a dead end. You're gonna have the turn has
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah.
You know, before it's all said and done. Absolutely.
SummerSlam?
That's a little too early.
Yeah.
So you're thinking Survivor Series?
Oh yeah. They're gonna this is a War Games is coming
Yeah.
with these guys. And then after that,
We need a third guy, bro. I nominate Omos.
there's a lot of speculation. So okay, let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
You
Before you continue, Burns,
yes.
you bring me joy.
I was just saying,
I know you know this, but man, this guy is funny. Go ahead, man.
so when Omos wrestles, you know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
wrestles, you watch and you're like, you know what I mean? Like you receive joy from like when he wrestles.
Listen,
Uh-huh.
Omos. First of all, did you watch his Japan run?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I'm being engaged and listening.
dude. Number
Yeah.
one, he's like the 10th wonder of the world right now.
He's very tall.
He's
Yeah.
very tall.
Yeah.
He's athletic. He can do it. He's actually entertaining in the ring. When I saw his match with Seth, like we talked about months ago, this is when you always need a friend.
Uh-huh.
When we talked about months ago,
Backlash, yeah.
he should have won that match over Seth.
Yeah.
When he wrestled
I
Brock.
feel like now knowing the trajectory of where Omos went and Seth Rollins went, they probably
Yeah, there's probably
Yeah.
a reason why that match was so good, and his name's not Tomas. Remember when they used to say Bret Hart could have a great match with a broomstick?
Uh-huh.
It was kind of like, you know what I mean, like a really tall broomstick.
wow.
Honestly.
Okay, that's too much.
I'm
That's
an
just-
almost, what is it? Almost
Homo
sapien.
What
sapien.
is it?
Too.
You're not an
homosexual,
Homo
yeah.
sapien.
I support him.
What did you say?
An Homo sapien.
No, you said
You
something
said
else.
something else, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
It's on
Anyway.
video, whatever it is.
Yeah.
We running the tape back
Man.
eventually.
An homosexual.
Oh,
Like
Yeah, I knew you
Yeah,
said
a
something.
yeah.
super fan of Omos.
Insane.
Omos.
Omos.
God.
You do
Anyway.
look like you like scammed a bunch of people on a meme coin.
Shout out to Big E. Big E just got engaged.
Absolutely.
And
Congratulations.
what I meant by what I said in the group chat, without y'all repeating it on air, I said what I said about Big E and her because I'm like, the way he's going
Do you
above
want
and
to
beyond,
explain this to the
No.
audience? No.
No,
the way he goes above and beyond to show how much they're in love,
Yeah.
I'm like,
All right.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I know he's super happy, and she's probably the first girl to make him this happy, and I'm happy
Yeah.
for them.
Hey man, congratulations to him and sorry for his loss. That's
What?
That's why I said everybody who gets engaged and are married.
You know it's coming
Congratulations
for
and
you.
Sorry for your loss.
It's coming for you.
Could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, speaking of coming for you, hella balls. Where were y'all last night?
What do you mean?
I
What
said,
about-
hey man, I'm running this hour. I just want some people to be there to hear it. And I was like, oh, for sure, the Bell Boys are gonna be there.
Did you
And-
send this to us?
It was in my stories. Y'all be
It was
looking at my
his Instagram
stories.
story.
I mean,
That means you didn't see it. I'll give you a pass.
Yeah.
You wanted me to watch comedy?
Yes.
That's crazy. I don't want. That's insane. I don't go to comedy shows. That's crazy.
I hate your guts.
Like an hour of it. That's nuts.
For those
That's
of
a
you
long
guys
request.
who don't know, Burns is always into comedy, everything, because he works with Live Nation and he's always a part of all these huge events. So he's getting jaded, is what he's saying.
Can I get one of those sweatshirts?
No.
What
Okay.
is that shirt, by the way? Oh, the
Live
Live
Nation
Nation. I just saw it on the thing.
It's live. It's for the black leaning section of Live Nation. So it's Live Nation Urban. It's
Oh,
not Live
nice.
Nation University.
I'm black.
But you're not urban. You are. You said you could be?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Definitely suburban.
Mark,
For
suck
sure.
my dick.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Language.
Wow.
What?
This is a family show.
The chord was struck.
See, this is what I mean.
He had you
This is
ready.
what I mean.
I love that it's on a Pokemon card.
Thick Unk X, and I'm the bad guy.
Pumps every bit
Why
of
you still
energy into opponent. Minus 69 hit points. That's
Wow.
crazy.
He took time to write
I'm about
the
to
stats.
say there was thought.
He had so much thought into that.
Yeah.
He was ready.
Yeah.
And I'm the bad guy.
Give
Man.
Martin the epic hang time.
You don't do it for that.
You know what's funny?
Why, Mark?
I'll tell you what's hilarious. You did take a shot.
did, yeah.
I'll tell you what's even funnier.
He did me first. Pause.
That was a good pause.
Whoa, good pause.
If you were ever wondering if it was a good one or a bad one, that was a good one. Second, Mark, you were almost a little too ready. It was like soon as he said it, he was like, bink, like he just had it
Yeah.
set
You
up.
can't insult the man with the board.
No, you cannot.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Do you
No.
have this for all of us?
Oh, trust.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, man. But no, you can't.
CT about to start behaving.
What are you talking about start? I've never disrespected him. I've never said anything wrong. Y'all be going crazy with Mark,
He
bro.
said the SMD was wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All I ever do with Mark is pay him on time. I say hello, goodbye. I even check on him from time to time. I don't do nothing like y'all be doing.
Did you
But
wish him happy birthday?
did I wish him happy birthday? I did, didn't I, Mark? Yeah. He
for
thought
sure.
about it. Yeah. And he took his finger off the tree.
Where
but-
were we?
yeah. Did we get through the list?
No, we did not get
Keep
to the
going
list.
with
We'll
the
go quick. Gigi Dolan. Yeah.
It's officially the Chelsea Green hat now. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, Gigi, I think is talented, but Gigi kept putting her in tag teams. They kept putting her in stables. They never were like, here, you just go be a heel by yourself. I think she could have got over that way.
Maybe she came in a year too soon, or she could have came in later and been given more. But I'm also shocked about people like who's the other young lady?
Jakara Jackson.
No, well, yeah,
Yeah,
Jakara,
yeah.
that shocked me. I had just met her that Sunday night when they did the TNA joint. We went to the concert. Trick came through, and which, by the way, if you are not knowing, our post show today, we are concluding story time from WrestleMania weekend, where we talk about we went to the Netflix brunch
Yeah.
for WWE, and I will also tell you guys how I met Trick Williams. Very interesting story. And that's on the after show. So that is patreon.com/before the bell podcast. You will not be sorry for joining up. We always got something for our members.
Yeah.
Nikita Lyon, that's what I'm thinking about. I thought
Oh.
she would have been one on the list.
Yeah,
they-
because Magga the Stallion has been starting to.
Expand, yeah.
I wouldn't expand. That's a good
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
That's a good word.
Not touching that. Who
Yeah,
else is
yeah.
on the list?
Safe CT over
Come
here.
on, baby.
Eddie Thorpe. That one kind of surprised me. I
Was
thought,
it?
Why?
well, he's been put in he beat Trick in a strap match. He's been put in a main event position on NXT where they kind of are lacking men's talent. He came from New Japan, and he's the only Native American wrestler they have
Sure.
on the roster right now. So
When he said that white man promo, I was like, oh, his days are numbered.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah.
You don't talk like
Everybody in
that.
the back sat up. Like,
Yeah.
what? you talking about us?
Race. We got to get this
we
guy
don't
out
do
of
that
here.
at all.
I knew when he tweeted like 3 throwing up emojis at a Trump, I was like, oh, okay,
Oh, yeah,
that
that's a
might
wrap.
be. Yeah, and then when Dakota got released, I said, oh, they paired them
Because they're
together.
in a relationship, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he has some upside to him.
He also wasn't yoked enough.
yeah,
When
he had
you because he had all of that going for him. He's native. He's got the whole, his ring gear, like everything looked different.
Yeah.
If he was 20 pounds heavier of solid muscle,
Yeah,
bro, there's no way they got rid of him. He could have been champion.
Yeah.
for real.
Riley Osborne.
Never heard the name before.
You naming a lot of people that's like, if I was like, give me some qualities of this person, you'd be like, a wrestle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You might as well say a Mike from catering.
Yeah,
Like, nobody
yeah,
knows
yeah,
these
yeah.
people.
So he was a member of Chase U, then he got sent down to Evolve.
I remember that.
Yeah, but I think he will be better suited in AEW.
When you go from NXT to Evolve,
Yeah.
I heard that's part of it too. I heard he adamantly didn't want to go to Evolve. And I'm like, wait a minute.
oh, you're all right.
Yeah.
All right.
We got something for you.
Yeah. Why don't you go?
Why don't you take
home?
through this door then? You want to go to that one? We'll give you another door to go.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Oral Mensa, that's another one who was sent to Evolve.
I thought he was a Shanti the Dynasty the whole time. So I wasn't shocked by that.
Yeah, came from NXT UK, then was a member of Metaphor. I thought he had a good moveset. You know, I don't know what
He's in the game.
he is in the game. That is, yeah.
He's in the game.
There's no denying that.
Yeah.
Which good for him.
Yeah.
Another one that shocked me was Jakara Jackson.
That shocked
was
me.
surprising.
Yeah.
Jakara, because she had great steam, and I think right then is a similar position that they had Cameron and Trinity years ago, where it's like they broke that up and you saw where Naomi went.
Mhm.
So it's like now we already know Lash Legend is going because she's got the build, she's got the size, she's got the strength, she can cut. Then promos was like she's gonna be somewhere that they're focusing their energy into. Jakara, I don't think was given enough grace and time to truly be able to showcase just her solo abilities.
Yeah. I want to say this really about all the talent
that
got released, honestly. You know something, man? If you're not connecting with the crowd,
Got to do it.
you gotta take. I know this is so easy for me to say as not a performer, not a pro wrestler, not under the guiding principles of the company or whatever. But I always look at like the New Day,
Yes.
or Tony Storm,
Yes.
where it's like
Timeless Tony Storm.
your gimmicks were not designed for you to really get over necessarily. You know what I mean? It's like, here's something to do. Like, she was the 80s punk rock, like, you know what I mean? Excited to be there chick. And the New Day were praise dancers, essentially. You know what I mean? And then it's like, they took a chance and they went over the top with it.
Yeah.
Got over. Tony takes a chance.
Yeah.
Goes over the top. And it got super over.
Super over.
She is. I keep saying this on text to people. At this point, she is heat checking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't even know if this is going in. Yep, it went in. You know what I mean? Like, she's just saying whatever she feels like. I mean, sometimes inappropriate, downright inappropriate.
Sometimes.
Yeah. And she is killing it.
Yes.
Absolutely killing it. And it's kind of like, man, sometimes you just got to put yourself out there, man. Look at what Karrion Kross just did.
Yeah.
And now he getting promo time on Raw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like,
He wrestled Dragon Lee on main event.
absolutely. I'm not trying to say is people's own fault to get over. I think that narrative is wrong in a lot of cases. But a lot of those people that you just named, I'm like, what was that moment that they just really took a risk to say, I'm gonna try something different because this is not working?
And that's the thing. If you saw, taking it into your own hands sometimes helps. And when we were talking to friend of the show, Joaquin, we're like, hey man, cut them videos on Instagram, bro.
Yeah.
That's gonna get you so much attention. And it did. It helped get, so
Absolutely.
it's like, don't stop that. Years ago, Mojo Rawley,
Yeah.
he had done a promo that was better than anything he had done in WWE on his phone on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it was so big, he got a match out of it, didn't cut any more promos. And it's
Right,
like, bro,
right.
when the iron is hot, you got to keep on folding them clothes up underneath that thing.
And I think we have a different leadership now.
Yeah.
That's not gonna cut your legs from under you if
Right.
you get over without them, like the Zack Ryder situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just kept getting over,
Mhm.
and they were like, that ain't the plan. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't the
Stay
plan.
in the mid card and
Yeah.
stop having people
We're
cheer
going to
for
put
you
your
like
ass
that.
in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Like, they did everything they could, and yet still, when he won that IC title, everyone went nuts.
Everybody
Then
went
they
nuts.
took it from him the next day, but
Let's hit some of the super chats and we go into Raw.
yeah.
First and foremost, Domingo Trip,
Yes, sir.
$9.99. What if Omos is be sending you them Nigerian Prince emails? Who's gonna check them? Not I.
Joshua McGaha for $10.
Yeah.
Unc thought he was on Patreon already. Appreciate all the work. 100%. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was
Woo.
wilding. My bad, Mark.
Whoa, potty mouth. Martin.
Sean Edwards, $10. Unc out here just dressed like an 80s rap promoter.
Hey, man, you like Cool G rap?
Cool G rap?
Wow.
Master Ace, Big Daddy Kane?
That's the
Like
ace.
that, dog.
Am I handing out cassettes? Is that what that is?
Cassettes and flyers.
And
baby.
flyers.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You out there. 80s rap promoter, bro.
I mean, technically, that's what Ashanti's gimmick first was. He was
Yeah.
like the producer of Hit Row.
Right, facts.
Yeah.
True enough.
Because the other three rapped, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'm in the booth." And they're
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah,
Sure.
man, you are.
Show enough. Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Let's begin, man. Jey Uso, with all due love and respect, friend of the show.
Absolutely.
Jay got to do a different type of cardio, man. This
This
interest is taking him out.
Yeah, when yeeting is taking you, is winding you.
When he said
For-
Nebraska, help me.
Man, he's breathing well into after the entrance is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul was talking and he was like,
Yeah, hit the treadmill when you're done with weights.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, you know what his cardio is right now, right? It's
Yeet.
he grabs a beer and he
Yeah,
does
yeah,
that and he
right,
puts
right.
it down.
no, I will not allow you to keep doing that. To
So. I
Jay.
mean, I'm just saying when you said how many shots does it take to run a mile? You know what I mean?
Paul Heyman cut this promo,
Yes.
and I'm going to be honest, brilliant work, yes.
Yeah,
But I was concerned for his health a little bit.
I thought he was gonna pass out.
I was like, hey,
Like,
yo.
when Martin laughs too hard.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was like, yo, he turned red. He turned
Yes.
bright red.
And he was already orange, which
Yeah,
is crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
He started sweating.
Boy, he looked like a honey glazed ham.
Yeah,
That
right,
was
absolutely.
a crazy look.
It was so much tanner on that man. I was like,
Dog.
this is blackface, technically.
yeah.
If
Boy,
we be honest.
Braun Breaker rubbed off on him, man.
Brother.
Bro, it was a strong moment,
Yeah.
and which obviously led to Jey Uso accepting the challenge for Seth Rollins WWE World Heavyweight Championship match at the end of the night. My thought is this. Seth would be great as champion right now because of this stable that he's just built.
Yeah.
However, Jey Uso has a lot of people coming for him now with this title, and I'm also intrigued by that.
Yes. Well, I think I heard Brian Alvarez talk about this, and I really agreed with him.
Mm-hmm.
The problem that they had set up after the big angle was that Jay was the champion,
Mm-hmm.
but Jay wasn't the main event of Raw.
Right.
Seth, Paul, and Breaker
Are the main event of Raw.
And now the World Championship has nothing to do with that.
Yes.
And then bringing in Logan Paul to be his first challenger takes it even further away
Yes.
Yep.
from the main event. So they had to do something, because when they first said it, I was like, they're giving that away on free TV already? Like, you already know it's not going to be a clean finish, first
No.
of all.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. But secondly, it was like, dang, is it too early for this? But then it made sense. 'cause
Right
it's
on
like,
time.
those two worlds have to collide now.
Yeah.
It can't be Seth. It makes no sense for Seth to be like, all right, I'm gonna let you roll as the
No.
world champion for a while. Like, no, you talking about he's the guy guiding the industry into the future. He has to have the title.
He
How
has
would
to
you
have
feel
the
about
title.
Logan Paul joining that faction?
I don't hate that.
I honestly, I think it needs to happen, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm.
Logan lacks direction right now.
Yes.
I did not care about that WrestleMania match with him
Yeah.
and AJ Styles, and if he had been in a faction, I would have cared. The only thing that's gonna make this make sense is if Heyman pitches it, because Seth and he don't get along.
Yeah.
Not in real life, but I'm talking about storyline wise. So if he were to join, I think it would make sense, and then that would create a little bit more heat for the stable.
Yeah.
Because people would then not even halfway cheer; they're gonna full on boo for the entire situation.
I'll do you one more pause. But I think a big part of it, you have to remember Seth's whole reasoning for putting this group together is they're supposed to be the future of wrestling, right? And they are trying to save wrestling.
Mhm.
What is a better way to save the future of wrestling than having this young dude who already appeals to billions of people
Uh-huh.
all over the world, and having him be the sort of herald of this group? And that also makes it go further whenever Braun Breaker is the one to break out, because we would
He's
all
gonna be face.
lose our minds if
Yeah.
Braun
Yeah,
Breaker
yeah.
speared.
Batista 2000.
I was about to say, yeah, ain't gonna be no if. It's coming.
Yeah, but if he speared Logan Paul,
Yeah.
oh
right.
my God.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that'll be a great match to build up to after he and Seth. I think that Who are some other candidates you would like to see be the third man? Because they need a third. Because now you have Sami Zayn, you got Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and CM Punk, and then you're gonna have Roman Reigns obviously on that side as well, because Jay even mentioned them. You turned on my cousin. It's like, we're bringing this back.
Yeah, of course.
So them four: Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, possible Logan Paul. Who else?
Ludwig Kaiser.
I don't hate that.
I think you need to elevate someone. That's someone who's been ready. He's shown he's ready. He's gotten in like crazy shape.
He's been in great shape.
Yeah, but even got like bulkier. Like he was like but he's If you check out like some weird,
Even looking at his body.
What?
You're studying his body, his physique.
Okay, well the way you said it.
What?
Is that not what you were doing?
No, I'm saying on his Instagram he's shown that he's like.
So you follow him.
Yeah,
I don't follow him. I didn't take a long look.
So
but
you
like,
don't even follow him.
Even
you went and
worse.
looked it up to see it.
I was trying to give you a pass by following him.
Yeah.
No, it's like comes up on the WWE Snapchat. They post like people weekly.
So your algorithm shows you men's bodies.
No. WWE Snapchat has the best like snaps of the week and stuff.
What is that, Mark?
So when they do.
Let's see his.
Pull up his Snapchat.
Oh, yeah, that explore
That's
page. You
ridiculous.
start seeing him rippling muscles. All the men's.
Oily men. Sheesh.
Out of control, bro.
How'd you turn on me?
Just out of control.
He's the body guy.
I
Here's
am
the
the body guy,
reason.
but I'm not the body guy.
Yeah.
Let's go to some of the super chats, man.
Well, real quick before we do that.
Yeah.
Here's why I don't want Kaiser in the group.
Okay.
I think Kaiser would get super over
Mhm.
if he was the Diamond Dallas Page of the situation.
Elaborate.
Remember in WCW, there was the NWO.
Yeah.
They were the main heels, and DDP was like a mid-card heel,
Yeah.
but he was getting traction.
Yep.
They tried to have him join the NWO, and they did a whole angle where they gave him a shirt, and as he's unraveling it, he just drops it, and he diamond cut
Scott
Hall, and the crowd went nuts.
Main event.
If that was the whole thing for Kaiser and this group, I
Mhm.
think the same effect would happen.
See, I would do that with Karrion Kross. I think he is on that level where the crowd loves him already. He's the person you could put in that position to where they start actively recruiting him, especially now since he's like the devil's advocate or whatever.
Yeah.
They try to actively recruit him, and then he drops, Logan Paul or whoever.
Yeah.
Bam, right there.
True.
You have
He
a new
needs
main eventer.
something. But Karrion Kross is such a dominant guy, and he's so tall. I can't see him being subservient to someone after we just saw him lead his own stable.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he wouldn't join the
Okay,
the DDP.
okay.
Yeah,
He'd be the DDP of this.
All right. Go ahead, Akam. Domingo Trip, $9.99. How long does Jay keep the title? Does he reign after ever again? Great question. I think Jay holds on to this title until Rumble.
Oof,
I think that.
that's too long. SummerSlam.
No, you got to build him up as a world champion. He's got to face Sammy. He's got to face Logan. He's got to face Seth again. I think that takes him at least until around Rumble.
I think the long-term plan is him and Sammy. I think that's where it's going eventually.
Is both baby faces?
No, Sammy's gonna turn
I
on
think
him.
Sammy will turn.
Yeah.
Sammy's a great heel.
Yeah.
But so it's like I don't know. He strikes me as a champion who could lose it and get it back on his way to defending it at WrestleMania.
Like IC Championship.
Yeah. He strikes me. He's so over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even though I still don't think that if wrestling fans are being honest, he's the strongest champion in the world. I don't think that wrestling fans really in their heart of hearts and minds think that he's on the same level as like Seth and Punk and all those guys. But he is dummy over.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
So if he traded the title with like a worthy competitor, I could see that helping his reign actually.
So we're going towards this. Go to the super chat, but who goes to Money in the Bank and takes that briefcase? Who are the 3 from Raw? Who are the 3 from SmackDown? Or do you think it would be 8 and like 4 and 4?
It's probably gonna be 4 and 4.
So I'll give you mine after Kim Gilmore, $10.
Yeah.
Yes.
Martin, I just want you to know you hit the Discord. When you hit the Discord later, it was beautiful day. Me and Daniel hold on responsibility, and we are not taking a whooping for Lil Sis's shenanigans.
Oh boy. Okay, I can't wait to see that.
Rip 713 for $19.99.
sir.
My first ever super chat. Y'all deserve it. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for allowing us to be your first super chat. We really appreciate all you guys' hard-earned money. Believe me, we do. We are never taking that for granted. Are we caught up? Nice. So
Just seeing what's already in this chat
Mhm.
makes me. This is insane. I'm not even gonna read what's happening,
Oh,
but
wow. Yeah.
goodness gracious.
So here's the thing. I will say, just so you guys are caught up, we had video chat with Kim Gilmore last week. So what we do with the patreon.com/beforethebell podcast, a lot of times we offer the option that if you would like a video call with us on a certain tier, then you can have that. You know what I mean? And we just schedule it.
The
And
1999. You on your way tier.
it's the unit waits here. And Kim Gilmore challenged Martin, and she said, for the month of May, can you do all black characters? And this is his first one. A couple more weeks to go. This is you
So
doing
far,
good.
so good.
Yeah, thank
You know,
Thank you guys.
hate that it had to take a challenge for you to do it. Anyway, who am I for?
Do it all the time.
For
Mm,
Money in the Bank.
yeah,
Okay. To be in the ladder
to
match?
be in the ladder match.
Okay.
Karrion Kross.
Mhm.
That's good.
I'm trying to think of people who did not win it. Karrion Kross, Ludwig Kaiser. This is just Raw.
Mhm.
Cross, Kaiser, Braun Breaker, and then I would go for I could go Sami Zayn.
Okay.
I could go Sami Zayn.
Mm.
Who are y'all's from Raw?
Penta,
Interesting.
Kaiser as well,
Uh-huh.
Cross, and Dragon Lee.
It's-
He doesn't have to win.
I didn't say it. I'm breathing, bro.
Yeah.
I just
bro.
needed a breath.
It's
That
this
was-
man, bro. You know, man, you keep me in the writer's room and right, guys? And they're like,
All right. Okay. All right. Chad Gable. Was my
I
fourth.
love
now we're talking.
Okay.
Come on, brother. There you go. There you go, brother. So mine are
hate
Chad
this guy.
Gable, Karrion Kross.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, Seth Rollins. I think Seth with the briefcase right now would be incredible.
Again.
I still think so. Right now, it would be incredible. And the fourth guy would be Carmelo Hayes.
But that's
Raw.
SmackDown.
We're talking
So who's the
Oh,
fourth
from
from Raw?
Raw. Okay, then okay. So Rollins, Gable, Cross, and then and yeah, Kaiser.
Okay.
Yeah.
SmackDown, Carmelo Hayes.
Mhm.
Number 2, I would get Ray Phoenix in the match, but he's nowhere near.
Yeah, he'd be there for the spots.
Yeah, that's just
yeah.
spots
Let him go
off the
crazy.
top. I also would have to say Damian and Drew were really close. They're our last 2 winners. So neither of them. Jacob has the title. He's not going to be in that. Solo.
Yes. Yeah.
Solo needs something to do. And the fourth person, I can't think of a fourth from SmackDown.
Andrade. You like Santos, don't you?
I love Santos. Thank you. Santos would be great for that.
There you
Took
go.
that pin from he took that pin.
As he should.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah.
He should have. But
Definitely.
he's such a great character, man. They're not giving him enough room to cook.
Yeah.
He's got to wrestle more.
He going AAA quick, fast, and in a hurry, sir.
They already announced Berto and Angel
Of
for the next.
course
Yeah,
they did.
Against each other or tag?
as a tag. I
Okay,
think they're
okay.
going for the tag
Yeah,
titles down there.
You know, Conan first day in the meeting was like, I need Santos, I need every Mysterio, I need
Every
I
Mysterio.
need Zelina Vega. You already know.
Yeah.
You need all of them.
Oh, I would also, if I'm talking Raw, let's throw Finn Balor in there for that Money in the Bank briefcase, bro.
Did you notice who Finn Balor was talking to in the background when Jey Uso was walking to the ring?
No,
He was talking to Roxanne Perez,
Oh,
and it seemed like he was pitching or something.
really?
Yeah.
maybe to take over that live spot. As
He
a help.
needs reinforcements.
He
Yeah, help with the tag
does.
titles. Yeah.
If he's gonna turn on Judgment Day.
And he could have her hold the other tag title, just
Yep.
like they did when Jade was out. Speaking of which, talking about returns,
Oh,
Sheamus
we're not
is
doing
back.
our 4 for SmackDown.
Huh?
We're not doing our 4 for SmackDown.
I'm sorry. That's
Okay,
my bad.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, Carmelo, Andrade, Phoenix, and
We depleted on SmackDown. That's why it was so hard.
yeah, no, they fired everybody who.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even need 4. Just 7.
Yeah, 7 is great for
All
me.
right.
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa,
Yeah.
Carmelo Hayes, Jimmy Uso,
Yes.
Mm.
I actually put Jimmy in mine. That's my 4th.
and I don't care. Montez Ford. I just want him in the match.
I would
Yeah.
love
I
that.
just want him in the match. Yeah.
I would love. Well, you know, only reason I didn't have Montez in there, y'all know that's my guy, is because he's a champion right now. I didn't put any champions in there.
But it's one of those like let's just see
Yeah.
what that looks like. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But
Let's
you
just
saw
see.
with the U.S. title
I
match.
know, I know.
You know how excited I get.
Yeah.
I give him
Absolutely.
30 minutes in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would cook. So Sheamus is back. Great match. Austin Theory is now ready.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's ready now.
Yeah.
He's ready for promos. He's ready for the match. The ring work is solid. The sales,
Always.
but he's ready to be a face, bro.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? Talking to Grayson Waller,
Yeah.
their feud will cook with grease.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. It's been built up for so long.
So long, bro.
And they're both
long.
Yeah. They're both over seasoned. So it's like, let's go. You know what I mean?
It's
Let's
been
serve it
almost.
already.
It's been over a year now because
Yeah.
they kind of started building that turn during what was the Elimination Chamber in Perth last year?
right.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that Grayson Waller's a nice guy. When we got to that, we'll tell a story on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Before the Bell podcast. Sign up right now. We are telling the story. Stories with Austin Theory, Grayson Waller. Stories with Trick Williams. Stories with Liv Morgan
Yeah.
and
Raquel Rodriguez.
Raquel Rodriguez. Many more. Kofi Kingston. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now. But we got some more people that we have
Damn.
had. We got some stories we're gonna talk about today.
Yeah, no, it's not a super chat, but yeah, Joe Hendry in Money in the Bank would be lit.
He got a B in WWE.
That's what makes it great. He just appears.
Yeah.
He's not
Say his
he's
name.
not signed. He's been at a WrestleMania match. He's not signed.
Speaking of which, speaking of matches, Becky and Lyra. It took Becky Lynch to come back
Yeah.
to get Lyra over, and I'm glad she did because Lyra. That was the greatest I've seen her on the mic.
Yeah.
That was the most I've ever cared about her.
Yeah.
And she's the champion.
And she left them damn wings at home.
She left the wings at home.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm almost afraid because like Becky's got to beat her, but then how do we feel about Lyra in the chase? You know,
I think now we care. Just like Damian Priest after he lost the world championship.
Right.
Now we care.
Right.
Sometimes a title does make a person.
Yeah.
So it's like Becky, though, she's going to be the first true women's Grand Slam champion after she wins the IC title.
But she got to win the US
title, yeah,
to be the Grand Slam.
Come on.
Well, that's Bailey's whole thing. She was like, I was a Grand Slam champion, then they added two
Two more
belts.
titles,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it wore me out. But
I do love the idea of Bailey beating Becky for that title, though.
I
do
don't
too.
I'm not mad
Yeah.
because Bailey's off TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good SummerSlam match right there.
That's man, I'll punch you in your chest.
Fire,
boy.
Yeah.
Man, that's how hype I am. That's a great pitch.
Because you
Do
know,
you,
I
do
don't
you normally
stand-
react that way to things? That make you happy?
Joy makes me,
Bro.
When I experience joy, I want to give you violence.
That's why
he wonders
that's-
where our thing about his rage comes from.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was like, you just said that. You
Yeah,
didn't. There was no.
Merry Christmas. Come get this fade. It's like, yo,
Bro.
why you throwing hands on Christmas? It's Valentine's Day. That's why you say I bring him joy. He's challenging me to a fight.
Because he said it today after
Yeah.
you insulted him.
Right.
Like, oh, that was
He's
wow.
challenging me to a duel.
Birds
Oh, my God.
brings me joy, bro. Yeah, here's the thing. You're so funny. I wish y'all looked at the YouTube comments, man. Bro, they show so much love, but they be saying all of my thoughts. We be in agreement, man.
Yeah.
What you saying, Akam? Martin, are you sweating on my wall? You
Yeah,
are.
you are. You leaving spots, bro.
Damn.
This is from
You
my
rubbing off. Son.
Yo.
You are. You rubbing off onto the wall. That's crazy.
EO and Roxanne.
Wait. I'll say one thing more
Please.
about Becky. Like, here's what I love about Becky. Becky cooks.
Yes.
I don't play about no Bailey slander.
You don't.
Yeah.
But it was exactly needed for what's going on with her character. And
She called her garbage.
brother.
I took the garbage out.
And
Yeah.
did you see
Yeah.
the
That's what you do
interview?
with garbage. You take it out.
Oh, the Raw recap
Did you see
interview.
the
with
Raw
her?
recap
Where
interview
she
where
said-
she threw out and Bailey's gonna pay $99.99 to talk to her best friend, the shade to Mercedes Monet?
No
Yes.
way.
Bro, she was cooking.
Ugh.
Like and not in the way that like a Charlotte will take you into deep water when you're not ready. It was like, okay, Lyra's not here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna get this over,
Mhm.
and then when I talk to her, I'm gonna let her do her thing the way she did on Raw. It
She
was
really
perfect.
put her over so well.
It was
She did.
perfect.
I literally messaged Becky after I saw it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how do you make it look so easy, yo?
What'd she say? Okay.
But so now we move on. EO's match with Roxanne Perez. Great match.
Yeah.
Solid finish that kept her looking strong in the loss. Rusev versus Otis was a good match.
Yeah.
That was a really good match. And I want to see Rusev get a couple strings of these victories before we get a storyline elevating him back to the main event.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Rusev versus Sheamus.
I want to see Rusev versus Gunther.
Yeah.
They're building Gunther back up because ain't no way he's taking that L on Saturday.
No, he's got to absolutely kill Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I'd squash him
Yeah.
if I was booking it. Just don't even have it compete.
At all. And then Goldberg return, maybe?
Then Goldberg's gonna win.
Goldberg ain't got to win.
No. Goldberg. I think Goldberg Gunther is the SummerSlam plan, and I think Gunther's going to retire him at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's
I would like that.
Yeah, I think that's where they're headed with that. But as far as Rusev is concerned, what I'm looking forward to is the aftermath, because his whole gimmick is I'm going to turn you into the person that you're supposed to be through pain. So what does that mean for his opponents that he beats down? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you get a new version of kind of like the Karrion Kross effect?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and where it turns you dark or whatever. So
See
it's
a
like,
Bulgarian Tozawa.
yeah, if that's what they're doing with Rusev, I want to see what that is. I want to see them pay that off.
Oh,
Man, Rusev looks great, man. He looks jacked,
Yeah,
bro.
absolutely.
He's still, when
Friend
I
of
met
the show.
him, friend of the show.
Yeah.
He followed me. I followed him back. We met at the gym, bro. And I still ain't got a response. And this is like a year ago. I'm like, what's up, bro?
Moves around a lot.
He does move around a lot.
Yeah, he's in
like
Bulgaria.
friend
a
of the show.
lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he is a friend of the show. I got him some concert
That
tickets
dude
one
is
time.
so great, man. He looks so good. I thought that she was coming back. Lana.
No, she just has a Legends deal. And I think he said it in his promo last week where he was like, I lost everything. I had all this stuff. I realized I don't need it. It's like, okay, that was a good way to write that off.
I love that too, yeah. Because now it's just focus on me.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm this monster. And Rusev, as we know, is a very funny dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to see funny Rusev. I want to see straight up monster, because by the time they got to League of Nations,
Right.
it wasn't good for any of them. So that's why I'll give you the Sheamus versus Rusev thing, but he got to beat Sheamus.
Funny at the right times.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Is what it's got to be. They got to nail it. It can't be just part of what he does all the
No.
time. Yeah.
Then we see the main event. Incredibly stacked.
Yeah.
It felt like a pay-per-view main event.
Yeah.
Before we get in depth about that,
Mhm.
I have a gripe.
Let's hear it.
How the hell
Mhm.
are you,
Yeah.
Adam Pearce,
Uh-huh.
general manager
Yes.
of Raw, gonna be like, yeah, Liv, take some time off? And
As
then
a champion.
And then Dominic Mysterio's like, well, I want some time off too. No, you're the champion. You got to be here. Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You just gonna let the white lady go do what she got to do. The Latino man, like, well, let me get see. Like,
no, you got to work.
You gonna be working.
Yeah.
I didn't like none of that.
And he didn't even come out. He didn't even come out. He just had his backstage segment.
You know what I'm saying?
He could have been off last
Right.
night.
100%.
Donald Pierce, more like it.
Yeah, what are we? Wow.
Yeah.
Look at you. Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing there? What little there was a glitch in the Matrix in the writing room that day?
Yeah.
I thought that was the weirdest segment ever.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there's ways they could have done that way better.
Yeah. Not
Hey, man.
ask for it in front of the man and then get granted,
Yeah.
and then he asks. It's like, nah.
You just won the title. There's a different contract with that title.
Yeah,
something, yeah.
anything.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Well,
There's
actually,
nothing
we're
wrong
going to
with
fire all the women's tag team, so it won't matter.
Yeah. Right.
That
We
would-
don't have a women's tag division,
that.
so it doesn't matter if she's gone.
What is what?
It's true. They're
Yeah.
all gone.
She going to fight herself? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
What is this, 2K?
The New Day, I want to just touch on them for a second. These guys, dude,
Yeah.
if the Raw Tag Team division was stronger,
Yeah.
it could help them more, but they can't be forced to carry this entire division on their own. They need quality opponents who could also cut promos against.
That's why I'm such an advocate for one world champion. Like, you just if it was just the New Day, or if it was just the Street Profits,
Yeah.
and they went to all the shows, that's quality wrestlers at
Mhm.
every show. You get your tag team fixed. The title stays important.
Yeah.
It's like they always cop out like, oh well, they can't, there can be too many shows.
Roman was both champions not
And he was
too long
only
ago,
on
and
SmackDown.
It's like
Yeah.
it just come on, you can make it work.
But
Yeah,
you can make it work. They don't want to make it work.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
issue. Because
Yeah.
when they only had one set of tag team champions, what was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They only put them on Raw, and then every now and then they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we'll go over to SmackDown and beat somebody, and then we'll go
Yeah.
back." So it's
Yeah.
like you have to be able to develop storylines for both of them, and I think they don't care about tag team wrestling right now. That's the bigger
Right.
issue.
And
On
that's all.
SmackDown, they do. Like, it's a staple
Yeah.
on SmackDown.
Right.
But on Raw, it's only the New Day, Otis and Tozawa, and the
War Raiders and then Judgment Day in various forms.
Not really, though. The Judgment Day is such a... We're just this comedy act,
Yeah.
essentially, or
Yeah.
we're focused on now the IC title. It's
Creed
unfortunate.
Bros, you can put
Which
them
is
on
wild.
Creed
to
Brothers,
me.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they don't showcase them.
New Catch Republic. They're tag
Because they still try
Not
to do the
showcasing.
like Attitude
But you're
Era
right.
like promo to start Raw, and I'm always like, start with a tag match.
Yeah.
Get the crowd going, and you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean. Like, let's do a high energy
Mhm.
tag team match, bunch of tags, high spots, boom, 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 boom. That's how we start the show with energy. Then we could do a promo, set up the main event, whatever you
Mhm.
got to do. You don't always have to start with people talking.
The pattern. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. With that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We had a very busy weekend, so we did this during the week. We appreciate you guys showing love. We got so many people watching live. The people who are watching the premiere, thank you. Drop your comments. Tell us if you have not told us before. All the new viewers, all the people who have never commented before, comment, tell us what city and or country you are watching from. If you're
Yeah, watch it
watching
from.
Yeah, tell us that so we can get to know. We love the bell ringers. We appreciate you guys. My guy, Burns, what's coming up for you, man?
I want to say this. We've got a lot of chatter.
Yeah.
I haven't even talked about this with y'all yet.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
We got a lot of chatter, especially around WrestleMania week,
Mhm.
from people that will come up to us and take pictures, shake hands, talk to us
Mhm.
about a live before the bell.
Yeah.
This is all I'm going to say. Okay? I'm not going to say nothing specific.
Okay.
Other than this. WrestleMania is in New Orleans.
Facts.
I work for the #1 touring company in the entire world.
I heard about
That's
that.
true.
Maybe there's a coincidence there. Maybe not. That's just all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I like that.
Anything coming up for you?
I got this weekend. Me and Martin Morrow are gonna be in St. Louis for WWE Backlash. So
Look
if
at
you
that.
in St. Louis, we're gonna be there hanging out, watching some wrestling, having some drinks. You know, I'll probably be gambling because I do that.
I am nigga gambling.
You
St.
know what I
Louis.
mean? They got casinos there.
Okay.
Only gamblers would know that.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
We're not gamblers.
So have
So,
fun.
Mighty Morrow.
Yes,
what's coming
sir.
up for you, man?
Hey, first off, I want to thank the bell ringers that came out to Dallas and showed love.
Yeah, man.
There was a dude I was leaving watching Thunderbolts, and the guy was like, "Oh my God, I love the show. I want to give you a special shout out, man. I really appreciate that." So bell ringers, keep showing up these shows, man. Keep seeing us live, and we're gonna keep growing and keep doing what we do. I'm gonna be at the Seattle Comedy Club, Club Comedy Seattle, May 30th and 31st. So if you're in Seattle, Washington, if you're in the Washington area, if you're in the Pacific Northwest, come take a trip, man. Come hang out with your boy. May 30th and 31st, headlining that club. It's gonna be a good time. CT.
You're a great headliner, man. I'm very excited that you're doing that. For me,
Also, happy birthday week again, bro.
Absolutely.
man.
Yes.
I'm very excited. This Friday is my birthday. I'm filming my 1 hour special produced by Afion Crockett in LA in North Hollywood, El Portal Theater. It's gonna be a good time. Unfortunately, my friends won't be there because they'll be in St. Louis, but they will be there with me in spirit. My mom asked me, she was like, are Burns and Martin gonna be there? I was like, I don't know, we'll see. And she was like, oh, okay. Because she watches the show, friend of the show. Outside of that, I want to thank my good friend Matt Rife
Yeah.
for having me at the Red Rocks Amphitheater, the most beautiful venue I've ever seen. And also Vegas, MGM Grand, the round stage was crazy. The pictures and videos of that are bananas. Outside of that, guys, just my 1 hour special, and I'm going to enjoy my birthday weekend after that. And we will be here Sunday, possibly with a very special guest on the couch with us. With that said, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, double check and make sure you are subscribed. You watching on Facebook, make sure that you are following. Make sure that you guys join us on patreon.com/Before the Bell podcast. And we got a couple more super chats before we get out of here. Want to thank everybody who's super chatted so far. Domingo Trip 999. Kabuki Warriors should beat the New Day.
You're out of your mind.
That's nuts.
We out.
Laid out for the count. 1, 2,